Hey YouTube, Future Mario here. I am giving you this little beginning interlude because this deck was, profiled on my Twitch stream about 2 weeks ago. And while it is Ultimate Cup legal, not format is ending, it is also BT11 format legal as well. And I wouldn't change anything for BT11 going forward. Considering Green 1X is going to 1, I think the deck list can stay exactly the way it is. So going into that, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to notification on the Smash Potatoes. That way you know when all these basic Digimon videos go live, and I'll see you later. Bye. Babies, really simple, 4 Wanyamons. It's a 1 attacking once per turn egg for BT11. If you have a blue tamer and play, draw a card. That's it. You're always drawing a card, because in this deck we play 15 blue tamers. So this card is resolving regularly. Pretty good card. On to the rookies. We're playing 4 copies of the new BT11 Vmon. This has an on-play ability. Real top 3 cards of deck. You add a Digimon BT11 in this name and a blue tamer. Any blue tamer, bottom deck the rest. This card is really good because it's a top 3 search that adds Arena to your hand. I see a lot of Ulforceveedramon decks with Rena with searches, bottom deck Renas. It's a very, very, very disheartening experience to watch because Rena is your win con, and the more Renas you have, the higher your chance of winning. This is an actual on play that adds Rena to your hand if you see it instead of bottom decking it, which is really, really powerful. And then once per turn, play a blue tamer, gain memory. So it does get you memory. You'll notice a theme in this deck as we go. I've minimized the amount of revealed top 3 cards because I don't want to keep whiffing Renas. You know what I mean? So you'll see that as we go. There's a lot of draw power in this deck, but not so much reveal top 3, do whatever power. Reveal top 4, do whatever power. Next, 4 copies of EX1 Vmon. When you unsuspend once per turn, gain memory. All forces unsuspending all day long every day, so you're getting memory all the time. We played 2 copies of the starter deck Vmon. The one that warped Digivolved into an All Force if your opponent has a level 6 Digimon to play for a cost of 4. Very powerful effect for a last-ditch effort. And then, when attacking not once per turn, 7 or less cards in hand, draw a card. You can be drawing extra cards with this in the early game, which is really, really cool, because again, drawing is good. You need to see arenas. The last 2 rookies in this deck I think are super important. They are Madoki Betamons, because there's a lot of memory gain in the format, and Madoki Betamon will help you stop that. Decks gaining memory is one way All Force just randomly loses. So having Madoki Betamon to counteract that is very, very important in my opinion. More important than the Syakomon. I was trying Syakomon. I do not like Syakomon. You don't really need it. Madoki Betamon is way better, in my opinion. That is it for the rookies. There are 12, and 12 is more than enough in this deck. You usually see one turn 1. Champions. We're playing 4 copies of the new Veedramon. Your turn, once per turn, if you play a blue tamer, draw a card. Again, more draw power. And then once per turn, play blue tamer, gain memory. So there's a lot of memory gain in this deck, which is really, really cool. Then we're playing 3 copies of Leomon. Yes, this is the Leomon version of All Force. I think it is just the best version of All Force at the moment. It has blocker. Well, you have a tamer in play, which will be always. And then when it's deleted, gain 2 memory and draw a card. It's a blocker that can end the opponent's turn potentially and draw cards. You can crash it to like gain memory, draw a card if you need to. Card is incredibly powerful. And yes, chat, get your Leomon emotes in the chat, please. Leomon emoted up. We're playing 2 copies of Kumamon, is your blue hybrid. It also strips a source. That can come up. Especially against decks like Machinedramon, stripping the source could matter. Now, I am playing a 10th champion. This is spicy tech, and so far I like it a lot, but you guys might be like, I don't know about this one. It's okay. It's 1 copy of Veedramon 0. This really, really old promo card. We never use the win attacking, which is if you have a blue tamer, trash 3 cards, get 2000 DP. We never do that. We don't want to mill our arenas. Its inheritable is really good, especially because it's a win attacking, not once per turn. You may place 3 non-Digi cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck to draw a card. We play that because, sometimes tamers do get deleted. Sometimes, when you resolve this, your trash is full. So you're just getting free draws, free draws, free draws, which allows you to get closer to Rena. You guys notice a theme, right? Now, I only play one because this doesn't really work out until you get to the mid to late game. That's when you start drawing cards with this. But having the one copy of Digimon Zero, I like it a lot. It's really, really, really cool in my opinion. But you don't need to play it. I think it's optional. I just like it. It's also a Veedramon. So any card that adds a Veedramon card to your hand or whatever can just do that, I guess. So that's fine. Add a V or whatever, you know? It's cool. On to the Ultimates. This lineup is pretty straightforward. We play 3 of the new one. It's really, really, really powerful. Main once per turn by suspending this Digimon. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck. Add all the blue Tamers to your hand. This usually always resolves. We play 15 blue Tamers. There's usually a 1 in 3 chance, roughly, that it resolves. Just under. So usually, I don't think I've whiffed with this card yet. I think I get at least 1 every time. And then, when attacking once per turn, activate one of your arenas on play effects. That's very powerful. Very good ability. And then the card that actually gives you a bit of offensive pressure if you need it is the 4 copies of the starter deck Ulforceveedramon. Has jamming and security +1 as long as you have 8 cards in hand, which, newsflash, you probably will. I like this a lot because there are cards in the format that just give you -1 security and are annoying, like, Gatekeeper. This card makes it so your your D-Reaper matchup isn't an auto-lose, and a couple other niche applications as well. Sometimes you don't have enough Tamers to close out the game just on Tamer stuff, but you might have security +1, and that might add the difference to you. So I think it is very important to have the Ulforceveedramons. And that's it for the 8s. The 4s are really simple. We play 4 copies of the new Ulforceveedramon. This card does make the deck, I'll tell you. So, costs 4 to evolve. That's important. When evolving, you can play a blue Tamer from your hand for free. Nice. Your turn. When you play a blue Tamer, unsuspend. Not once per turn, by the way. And then your turn, once per turn, this Digimon becomes unsuspended. Return when your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to the hand, and then for each Tamer you have, increase the level by 1. So this thing could bounce up all the way to level freaking 12, 13, 14 Digimon, you know what I mean? But basically it's bouncing anything in the format. So that's very, 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 very nice. It is once per turn, which is really good, otherwise this deck would be broken, but that's okay. That's your big boss monster. We play 4 copies of it. We don't play any other Digimon in the deck. That's it. Tamers. We obviously play 4 copies of the new Rena, the secret rare Rena Shinomiya. I don't know how you say that name. This card is obviously crazy. It does a lot of things. So, let's read it together, shall we? On play, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon with Vmon or Veedramon name gain blocker and evade. That's really, really cool. All turns, when one of your Digimon with Veedramon becomes suspended, by unsuspend this Tamer, activate one of the 1 Digivolving effects, and then when one of your Digimon becomes unsuspended during your turn, gain a memory. So when you're doing things with Rena, you're getting a memory for each Rena you have, but then you're also getting memory for your inheritables, like the Veedramon and the Vmons, you know what I mean? So you're always gaining memory to the point where your Ulforceveedramons don't usually ever cost 4. Usually they cost much, much cheaper. So yeah, you need 4 of this card. It is absolutely mandatory. You cannot play this deck without 4 arenas. I pulled out more as a joke, you could play more. You should play more arenas, but don't do that. That's a bad idea. Next, we're going to play 4 copies of the 2-cost Tai Kamiya V-Tamer. I absolutely love this Tamer. A, it's really cheap. B, it gives you draw power. And it can give you a 1,000-point boost that has come up sometimes. But just trigger draw 1 once per turn with a Veedramon in the name is amazing. It gives you drawing and deck thinning. Again, none of this reveals stuff, put things at the bottom. Just actual straight draw power. A blue cool boy, as Chet likes to put, kind of. So yeah, we play 4 copies of this. It's very, 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 very good, especially with Black War Greymon not actively around so much. You don't get punished by just spamming a bunch of these on the board. Really, really good. We play 3 copies of Jerry. Jerry, on play, plays a Leomon from your hand. And then opponent's turn, when they attack you, suspend and draw 1. Again, more draw power. But the fact that this Tamer, by the way, you can play for free with Ulforce, can play a Leomon for free, is very powerful. And it just gives you more draw power. So that's very, very crucial. We play 3 copies of Davis, Memory Tamer Davis. This is the only other card in the deck that has a revealed top X. It's literally just Davis's. Oh wait, there's one more card. I lied. Sorry, I'm lying. 3 of this, the 4 Vmons, and 1 other card. But the Davis here, we do need the Memory Tamer. It is super important, and it does add a blue Digimon to hand. If you bottom deck Rena, it does feel bad. I've done it before. It feels really bad. I've put 2 Renas in the bottom deck with Davis before. It feels very, very bad. But as Memory Tamer, you do need it. It's important. We play 1 more Tamer in the deck, and it's 1 copy of the original Rena. This was the card I was talking about. When you play it, or sorry, when on play, real top 3 out of V to your hand. V in its name, bottom deck the rest. So unfortunately, that can also bottom deck your good Rena, but it's fine. It's okay. It has a your turn effect as well. When your blue Digimon attacks, you can suspend this to give it 1000 DP boost. 1000 comes up. This and this make your all force 14,000, which gets over all the 13Ks in security. And that's about all you need, to be honest. It's a good thing we have Rena for that. That's it for the Tamers. The very last card in our deck is Ice Wall, because Ice Wall is just a good card. It's that 1 for a reason. And yeah, that is it. That is it for my Ulforceveedramon deck profile. Have put in the rounds with this deck, this particular version of the deck. Same with my testing group. We've been testing this very, very extensively. It's the version of the deck that's had the most success for us. It has a very high win rate, and it's very consistent. Not playing blue memory boost or stuff like that can bottom deck Renas or whatever. Just as much straight draw power as possible so that we can get Renas and Tamers in our hand and just overwhelm the opponent with draw cards. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you like my deck profile? Do you hate it? Let me know what you think, and we'll see you later. Bye.